Imagine walking across a field, and suddenly, the ground... So today, we're exploring a classic sci-fi idea. What if Earth were completely hollow on the inside, like a giant planet-sized chocolate egg, and you accidentally fell in? Could you survive the fall? Would you float? And is there any chance you'd meet dinosaurs living in a secret inner world? Let's find out. First, picture a perfectly hollow Earth. A thick shell on the outside, and a huge empty bubble in the middle. No molten layers, no metal core, no pressure cooker interior. Just air. A lot of air. Now, you fall through a hole that opens into this hollow space. At first, everything feels normal. Gravity is pulling you downward like usual. You accelerate faster and faster and faster. But here's where things get weird. As you get deeper inside the Earth, the mass of the planet around you starts pulling you in all directions, and those forces cancel each other out. So the closer you get to the center of this hollow world, the weaker gravity becomes. Eventually, gravity fades to almost zero. You don't stop falling, you just drift. You're basically floating in midair like an astronaut who forgot which way is up. If you dropped a sandwich, it would hover next to you. Congratulations! You're now in a giant planet-sized zero-gravity chamber. Try not to panic. But the fun doesn't stop there. In this hollow Earth, the inner surface has its own gravity, pointing outward toward the shell. So if you somehow pushed yourself all the way to the inner wall, gravity would flip and you'd land upside down, with the entire outer world above your head. Water would stick to the inner surface. Rivers would flow upward from your point of view. And if plants grew here, they'd sprout toward the shell, not toward the sky. Welcome to the world's weirdest theme park. But the biggest surprise? If Earth were really hollow, the shell would be so thin and so weak that the planet wouldn't survive long. It would collapse under its own gravity, like a crushed soda can. Meaning your dramatic fall into the hollow world? It would probably end with the entire planet folding in on itself, fast. Think less journey to the center of the Earth, and more, oops, we broke the planet. So if Earth were hollow, you'd float, flip, drift, and maybe discover upside-down forests. But you'd also probably watch the planet crumble around you. Still, imagining a giant zero-gravity bubble under our feet is pretty fun, at least until physics shows up and ruins everything. If you liked this mix of science and weird what-if imagination, hit that like button. Drop a comment with your next crazy scenario. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun science stories every week.